Hi guys, it's me again. So your dear analytics. So for this vlog, I'll be doing a demonstration to search a record in a given string array. So what's the requirement? The requirement is we're going to set a record, at least 5 records. Then we will search that record based on the first letter of the name. Then also we apply the string function, two upper and two lower function to anticipate the users in the event that the user type the lowercase and the uppercase to search a record. Okay, let's start working this machine problem. Okay, so we will be using the Visual Studio 2010 application. So since our machine problem use or declare a string array, so we will be having our library include string. Why we have this library? Because our main method here is treated as main integer. So we need to declare our library string. Then, first is we have to declare our string array. So the name of our array is name. Then we have our array, the size is 5 equal. Then we have to five, 5 records. So don't forget double quote for the string. Okay. Okay, so we have already our string here to declare the constant of our string. Constant here, C for integer, size is equal to 5. So that we can use here size. Need, of course, we allow our user to have an input-output stream. Then we have also the using namespace. STP. Okay, so we need this library because we allow our user to input a letter to search a record in an array. So this is the record. Then, of course, we need a string, okay, for our string declaration. So the first thing that we're going to do is to, okay, display a message to prompt to the user to enter a letter to search a record in a given string array. Okay. Then, of course, there's a variable for this. So our variable is n example. But we have to declare our variable as character because we're only allowing letter. Okay, so character n for this one. Next is, since we have already a message that prompt our user a letter to search a record in a given string array, and that letter will be held by this n variable. Okay? We have now to visit this records. To visit this record, of course, we need a loop. Okay, so for loop, where I is equal to 0, start with 0, then I less than or equal to 5. So we're using the size that we declared because we have already defined our constant here. Then incrementation. Okay. So since we're going to visit our records from index 0 to index 4. Okay, the size of our array is 5, but it will be accessed starting from index 0 to index 4. So that's the reason why we have this condition. Okay, so I start from 0 less than 5. Okay, so for the first index, 0 index, this one, Anna is the record stored in index 0. So the name of our array is name, so this is index 0. So we need first to uh, convert this into character for us to read the letter of each, okay, character, sorry, of each character of this name. Okay, so of course we need to declare our variable. Okay, the size is 5. Then, since we have already declared, so that we can transfer this string array into character. So we need to copy that. Okay, to copy, we need this function, strcopy. But since you're using this strcopy, so we need to declare here the string. Okay. Then the rule of the strcopy function or cpy is first is the target. So the target, we're going to copy this one name hold by our name variable in an array, so index 0. So we copy that into this variable. So first rule is the target is temp. Then we have the source is coming from this one name. Okay, so that is accessible based on the loop I start with 0. So we have I here. Then what else? Then period. Then we have to read the character string by having this one str. Then function. Okay, so for this part, we have already copied our, okay, for the first index, because we start with 0, we copy that in our temp variable. That is, the data type is character. So now we can read, so we can read each letter of that name. Then after that, we have to apply the function to upper and to lower. Why? Because in the event that the user will type any of the case, lowercase or uppercase, then still the program can search a record in a given string array. Because as you can see, we have this uppercase on the first letter of the name. So we have to apply the if condition here. So the if condition for the first loop, of course, we use to upper. Then we're going to make an uppercase for our n. Our n is the letter entered by our, of course, by our user. Then equal, if that is equal to the, okay, the variable character, okay, or that can be character array. So first index, okay, 0. Then 0 index. So why times 0? Because we can read now our string into each character. Okay, so A, this is index 0, 1, 2, and 3. So we are now using the first index to search a record, or of course, or to lower, and is equal to 10, 0. Okay, then opening blank statement and closing. If the letter that entered by our user is equal to the first index of this, okay, record, which is accessible per character, which is start with index 0. If that is equal, then we can now display the records. So records found. Okay, so records found at at index at index, we have to add some, okay, that one, index, we have to enclose that for this part. Okay, index 0. Okay, so for us to repeat the loop, we need to declare here. So for the declare here our boolean. So boolean has to flag our variable is equals to false. Okay. So for this part, we will apply the boolean here. Okay, flag is true. If that is true, then it will loop again. Okay, loop because this why? Because we have to visit after visiting for the first index from the string, then we convert it into a character here. Then now, if that is true, then it will go back next again to the next string, then convert it again until this part. Okay. Then, in the event that there's no such letter, okay, in that record, so we have, okay, use the condition if flag is equals to false, meaning there's no, okay, see out, no records found. Okay, let's try to run this program. Let's apply the one at get just to hold on our output. Okay, let's visit if we miss something here. I think we're doing the right thing. Okay, as you can see, we're using, okay, let's review the code. So we're using this library string because we are declaring a string variable, string array, sorry. Then the reason why you are using the IO stream because you're allowing your user to input a value, a letter. Then for the C string, why we use this one? Because we're using the function strcopy and to upper and to lower. Okay, now, so we declare our size of the array using this constant. So inside this is 5. It's already 5. So it holds 5 records. Then for this part, this is the variable that holds the value entered by our user. And this one, okay, so if the boolean is true, then it will loop it again. Okay, until to the last record. Then for this loop, the reason for this loop is to visit these records from index 0, index 1, 2, 3, and 4. And since this is a string, so you can't read this per character, per record. So our goal is to read per record because we are going to search a record based on the first character of the name. So we need to declare here our um, character date type with the variable temp and the size is 5. So, and we need to copy, Okay, using this one. So our source is name that, okay, I, because well, we start with zero index, then we copy that to this character string. So we can read it for this function. This is the reason why you can read the name per character. So we copy that to this variable. So since we can read the character of each, okay, record, then now we can apply condition. So for this condition, so either of the two conditions we have to upper, this is the uppercase in the event that the user type the uppercase or the lowercase. Then if there's a match from the letter entered by our user to the index, so for this Anna, the index 0 is A. So if you type A here and the index Anna is here, type A here, then found records at index. Okay, then you can display. You can also display here if you want to know what is the record. So records found. Okay, so or else records found. We have to add here the name. Okay, so that we will know what are that record. Okay, at found index at, okay. So let's check this code. Okay, so let's run this code. Okay, type A, let's try, it's lowercase. Okay, there we have it. So we have our records found. Anna is in index 0. Okay, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other one is Arnold is found in index 2, 0, 1, 2. That. Going to type, okay, a character which is not searchable. Okay, sample X. So no records found. There's no name contains record. There's no name start with letter X here. Okay, so no records found. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for listening. This demonstration of C++.